Anyway, match number 3. What are the team names again? Maenad Ryders versus Bunny Ryders. I actually had to look in the brackets for that one because my brain had a small blackout. You know how it is. And Sputnik is a spectator. Is Sputnik supposed to be in the spectators? Usually people are not supposed to be in the spectators for various reasons. Maybe Sputnik is confused. I think there's not a Parrot in Rumble match for the tables later. No device, yeah. Anyway, let me say that. The Maenad one is the first ship, the Liberated Zones, a galleon, piloted by Skybox. It's a galleon. I see it. Ship name. That ship type twice, basically. Every time. Anyways, a galleon with a left side Gatling flag Cavalry, right side Cavalry Minotaur, and then rear flare. And it's ally Dionysus, some Greek something. Galleon piloted Barriers with a side Gatling Hawacha Lumberjack, right side Minotaur Hawacha. Say same guns different order, and the rear flare. And for the Bunny Brothers we have this week Victor Fish's Goldfish piloted the Sunstrip. Front Hawacha, side Caronate, and right side Galleon. It's ally. It's this Rip the Armor Club that's bumping around the bridge. It's a Palmade and piloted Pal 5 who's bumping around the bridge. Front Gat Motor, side Banshee and side Flare, and they are trying to be super sneaky, but these guns will see them in just a second. And they seem to be set up perfectly for this snake up. Oh, Victorfish has been spotted, but Victorfish knows Gallons cannot shoot down, so what does he do? He moves forward into all of the arcs, disables one of them. Will get disabled by the other one. They lose armor. That counts as a hit. You pull the armor like 2 seconds, look at that. Strip the armor club, stripping the armor like a club, and then clubbing them with the mortar. And there goes Dionysus, whoever that Greek god, something was. He's dead now. Immediately looks around to that Gatling flag up there. Liberate the zone. Liberate the zone got the flag during gamut of that would have been some damage. But I didn't get in time, so Victorfish comes in. Riding the building, like riding your use some side carrying it because which was not in arc. But Liberate the Sons of Arc is in arc and thus disable the Palmade's front guns. Now the Greek something respawn. And the torch is facing down that Liberated Zone, and that Liberated Zone's ally is not going to be able to be here in time to save it unless Liberated Zone just survives. Because mortar not able to hit because the Gulch is in the way. It's crazy right now. Roger going out, disables the mortar. The galleon still alive during the arm to how much hits it, more hold damage, but Liberated survives. But without guns and engines, I mean the guns, yeah, even if they had guns, they would not be able to shoot. Look at this, gun and stamina, it's fine expensive. I think the guns just the shots are left, it's just right. Anyway, galleon instead, it's sadly not engaging, wisely so. You don't want to engage when your ally galleon has no engines and no guns to shoot with. It's the worst idea you can do. Yet it keeps happening in competitive. Where your ally ship is dying, and you think the best idea to help a dying ship is to die. That usually doesn't work out so well, because you die, and you don't want to die now. The match vehicles matter. Anyway, Liberated Zone has to respond next to its ally. The Bunny Brothers are directly in front of the galleons, but nothing is spotted, so they may Victorfish cruising by and strip that armor. Strip the armor that shooting the galleon, ramming Liberated Zone actually out of arc, saving the Victorfish from some potential long damage. But the Palmaden loses all guns and one engine. Sweet Victorfish uses some side. We actually the hate of the map. The flags in the Victorfish. Not quite killing it yet, but doing a lot of damage. The armor dies again and the flag just keeps going, but so little health is left. I don't want to shout. It's farmer just keeps getting disabled by all the opposition in the game. And they ignore the victim fish actually, look at that. The victim fish just going up. This got to be good, this got to be bad. Strip the armor club just getting minute hold into the bridge. Now the Gatling is hitting it. Victor fish twice to disable the Gatling. Both lays the right side guns. Because it had no arc on the left side yet. But I imagine it did damage left. Oh my god, the palm meeting get pushed into the building, destroying its arm. That's how military works actually. Push them into stuff instantly. The stuff is stronger than ships. Liberate is on the verge of losing armor, but Rick stripped the armor club. Losing the armor first. And they're watching going on the exposed hull, and it does a lot of damage. Destroys the engines too. No. The Goldfish trying its best to help its other by disabling his gallons, and this Palm Reed and trying its best to stay alive and turn his guns back around. But Minotaur and Havacha keeps both these ships, both these blue ships, unable to do anything. Liberate is losing to the side carrying, and these side carrying as well. They're always there. And it's as bright as ever. Because player. You thought Paradin was a dark map? Ha! Fun. Anyway, Liberate isn't using Havacha. Gatling is supposed to come out at some point. Maybe the guys plays with ball. Like, Palm Reading is able to. But Gatling not destroyed. But the Minotaur is up. And the Minotaur is trying to push that Gatling out far. But the Palm Reading is using Moonshine to keep itself in arc. Because while you have Moonshine and Carries activated, you don't get turned around as easily. But there's a lot of damage to the engines, and the Palm Reading does lose armor. And Liberate is on coming up now. Right next to the Palm Reading, and it just kills the Palm Reading. Now Sweet Victor Fish with this smidge of hull is losing below, next to the Gallants. So you can guess what that is going, because it is going to explode. And it exploded. This is the most exciting thing. This can never happen actually. Ships exploding is always exciting. It's always so satisfying, or like when you're pounding a ship at low health and then you explode, you're like, oh thank goodness I'm dead, I have full health now. That's awesome. Bunny Ryders respawning together in the north. The bunnies of the north, they have assembled to win, with the intention to win this Parrot and Rumble. Yeah, it's like a rumble, a Parrot and Rumble. Got it. Anyway, Maenad brothers and Bunny Ryders might see each other here, but Greek something got spotted. How do you pronounce it? No idea. Yeah, of course it happened in Q James. You know that I'm quoting my casting with the people that are playing the game. Everything is staged, yeah. I'm getting hundreds of euros by doing this. It's a sponsor. No. So everything I said is a lie. This is supposed to rise the value of comedy of the stream, and if I keeps bumping into stuff. Here's the goldfish, because the goldfish is not faster. When the goldfish went in, it did some awesome disable on the galleon. But the goldfish is Liberators on trying to support the other, so of course he rams him and loses all. Liberators almost is blown actually, so the light carrying it. You have a lot of negative light carrying it. Anyway, Sweet Victor is enabling the quick something Palm Reading, showing the get something. It's going to destroy the armor of the quick something, not yet, but almost 90 armor is destroyed, motor going out. Would the building have saved the quick something? Maybe, but one thing is for sure. The Liberators don't save its ally by showing how much I did. That's not possible anymore, because Sweet Victor is just disabled there. Liberators on without any problem whatsoever, and this Palm Reed and Gatling could kill this Galleon right there. Liberators on was actually losing armor. against Havacha. Ryders and trying to Havacha the palm meat and disabling the front guns again, saving its ally, being something. But neither of them have a lot of blood on palm meat, as all the blood rolled and got easily out after us. Heavy guns by the just a little bit too high and being something losing balloon and Gatling kills it. And it's really big to fish ramming the Liberator's son. The Liberator's son doesn't know what the hell is going on. And that there's just a building on both sides and there's palm meat actually Gatling again. And there's the mortar. The mortar is okay now it's the sound of there's some mortar going out. Sweet big to fish. It's going to get rammed into the thing, but palm meat ramps the Gatling and instead it saves the ram from the big to fish and they win the engagement. They still have to get one more kill to actually win the game. But man, what a massive engagement. You think Galleon rams still like that into like rain like this, and you're a goldfish, you will just explode. It's exciting, isn't it? Ship's exploding, oh my god. But yeah, it really, I think the Galleon didn't have engines from all the Havacha disable, but it did drift forward, it moved forward, and Victorfish was in a bad position. I don't know why they went in so close to the Galleon. Maybe they wanted to move around the Galleon to not get Havacha in case the enemy Galleon's Havacha is going to be rebuilt, because that can happen. Like when you shoot Havacha ship that also has Havacha, and you shoot Havacha the second your Havacha is reloaded, and the ship that you just shot the Havacha against didn't rebuild the Havacha and the second Havacha clip, then they can rebuild it after you shot your second Havacha shot volley, and right then they can disable you with their Havacha. And that Galleon has more than Havacha to shoot at that goldfish. So maybe Victorfish tried to get out of that Havacha arc, and that's why it moved into a building in front of the Galleon. Could be, I don't know. It's usually not a good idea to get too close to a Galleon. Unless you have Gatling mortar, then you just destroy the armor and kill it anyway. What's going on in this chat? Yeah. Only people with psychological problems can see zeros out of nowhere. Or mathematics. If something isn't there, it's zero. So everything that's nothing. Nothing has infinite zeros because then everything is a zero and nothing. It sounds like a lovely show. Anyway, both teams have spotted each other again. These Galleons just bumping all over the place. It's like bumper counts of Galleons. So imagine bumper monster truck. That's what Galleons are. Just worse. And this guild is disabling a Galleon as per usual. Palm meat and she's being killed, but did not get killed by Gatling and Havacha because it knows it's not going to survive a Gatling trade with the Galleons, because the Galleons will kill the palm meat and before the palm meat kills the Galleon. Unless the Galleon destroys all heavy guns, then we'd have a decent chance. Anyway, sweet Victorfish just flying around that other Galleon and disabling Liberator Zone. Still there. Palm meat and can safely engage Liberator Zone and Gatling destroys the armor instantly. That ball kills the Galleon instantly, and Bunny Ryders win their second match. Good game, Bunny boys. You know, it's really not Skibbo, it's Skimboys, because they're boys. It doesn't make sense any other way. Oh look, I've captured 0 points on Pirate Rumble. Exciting.